Okay, so this is a Mac's Future first look at a new app that came out on April 4th from Propellerhead, which makes musical instruments or software for recording, like synthesizer software. And they came out with a $1.99 app for the iPhone. It also works on the iPad as an iPhone app called Figure by Propellerhead. So the company's called Propellerhead, and it makes Figure. And so I got the app, and here's a first look at it. And it's kind of a cool synthesizer app. So here I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, so here is the app. It's called Figure. It's got a nice cool icon, and basically it's a very simple synthesizer app to create electronic beat patterns. And it's basically it's like an 8-beat loop. It's a very simple app. Now, before we go into it, let me just tell you the downside of the app. It's version 1.0. You can't save an email or transfer your recordings. The only way you can transfer it is if you use an audio line out and connect it to a computer like a Mac and then record it into GarageBand. So I hope in the future, and people have complained about this, it gets the ability to export it out, email it, and it looks like you can only save like one, beat pattern at a time. So this might actually be like a performance thing, but it would be nice if you could save your beats. But it's very cool and very simple. So here we're looking at the interface here. In portrait mode, you get like all the buttons, and I'll show you in landscape mode. It's more just like a musical interface. So basically you get 3 instruments: drum, bass, and lead. And it's very simple to use. Let's take drums. So you've got in drums kick, snare, hats, and cowbell. So basically the kick, if you hold it down, the pattern will be like play like every 4 notes in the whole in a regular 4-beat measure. But you can change that by just like rotating around. If you go clockwise, it reduces it to 1. If you go up, and this takes a little work, you got to just you don't hold it down, just sort of, just flick it and it'll go up it goes up to 16. So here's a pattern of 16 kick. Let's see if it, yeah, I don't know if you can hear it. I've got my microphone, but here's a kick pattern, 16. Okay, so if I reduce it to, swirl it down to, let's see. This is okay. Down to 4. There we go. 4. Steady beat. Okay, now the snare is on 2. I'm going to get that up to 8. Let's see what happens when I go to 8. And then I got the I'll do the hi-hats at 16, and you go. And then cowbell, I'm just going to do 4. Okay, so watch this. So I can record a loop. Here we go. And I'm recording. I start the recorder and I go kick. And I hold it down, and then I got the hi-hats. And I got the cowbells. All right, so now I want to add some bass. I go to the bass, and here you can the scale steps you can adjust, and the range you can adjust, and the rhythm you can adjust. So I'm just going to play around with 6, and here's the bass. Okay, and then we're going to go to lead, and here's the lead, the same concept. You can tweak the rhythm and the range and the scale steps, and here we go. Alright, so I recorded that. Now it'll be saved in there, and here's my loop playing. Now you do have some tweaks. You can tweak the byte. I'm not sure exactly what that is. You can also tweak the envelope. Let's see what that sounds like. And you can also tweak the delay and feedback, the amount. You can also tweak the mix between the drum, bass, and the lead. I'm going to keep it, and also something known as the pump. So let's see. And let's see, in the song, you can change the tempo, the key, and the shuffle. So here we got the tempo. I'm going to slow it down. Watch. I'm going to slow it down to 106. And you can also affect the tonality. One other cool part of the interface is you can change the keys by just pressing these little parts of a wedge, and then you have shuffle. So it's a pretty cool app, and when you go to system, you can clear the song, and it just wipes it out. You can't really save it anywhere. And you also have an online manual. Let's take a look at the online manual. And it goes to Propellerhead's website. And it looks like is it a PDF? But you've got getting started and overview. And, it's a decent manual. So I guess, for me, the big drawback is that you can't save. And I bet you that's going to come soon. So, but overall, it's a very fun app. It's very kind of intuitive to create your, even to use it as a musical instrument, it's kind of cool. Look at this. I could see having several of these on devices and playing at a concert with them. So that's pretty cool. Goman Band. So, I would recommend it. It's only 99 cents. And what I'm hoping is that Propellerhead enhance it. One of the major enhancements would be if you could save it, you could email it, if you could export it. It would also be nice if you could go beyond 8 beats and create like a whole song that goes for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes. But this is a very cool interface. And I think you can have a lot of fun with it. See him do. So you can use, on an iPad, you can use your fingers to create a pattern. I didn't show you this. If you go to landscape mode, the notes become just these simple patterns, which are kind of cool. Simple interface for playing. I don't know. Oh, well, you can't really switch between them. So let's go to bass. The interface, if you put it in horizontal mode, looks like something like this. It's just a very simple, solid color. Similarly, if you go to lead, it looks like this, just a simple color. Now this could be great at a concert. You could have 3 people with iPads be this sort of rhythm section. So all around, I give Figure a thumbs up, and I think it's worth 99 cents. I think it's a pretty cool app, and I would suggest downloading it. I mean, what I hope the people behind Figure do is enhance it so that you can save your projects, that you can send the audio somewhere easier, like by email or through the iTunes sync, and also that they expand it so it's beyond eight beats and make it a full-fledged digital audio workstation. That would be really cool. I'd be willing to pay more money. Very cool.